Hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to World Gist Mega TV. News on the headlines. PDP pioneer chairman killed in his farm by herdsmen allegedly. In Abavo Delta State, Nigeria. Increments of minimum wage approval by the federal government. Dangote to receive a full license for operations. News in details. The tragic death of Elder Francis Amamosa, the esteemed chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Ward 10, Abavo, IKA South local government area, has sent shockwaves through the community. Suspected Fulani herdsmen brutally attacked him while he worked on his farm near the railway line in Okp Quarters, Abavo Delta State, Nigeria. Despite his courageous resistance, Elder Amamosa fell victim to the assailants' merciless machetes. 2 other farmers were also kidnapped during the ordeal, instilling widespread fear among residents and severely impacting local social dynamics. This incident underscores the urgent need for the Nigerian government and security services to prioritize addressing the escalating farmer-herder conflicts plaguing the region. Heightened vigilance and decisive action are imperative to safeguarding citizens and restoring peace in affected areas. Additionally, stringent legislation targeting kidnapping and murder must be swiftly enacted at the federal level to deter such heinous acts and hold perpetrators accountable. As investigations continue and Elder Amamosa's body is laid to rest, the community mourns his loss and demands justice for this senseless tragedy. It is time for authorities to demonstrate unwavering commitment to ensuring the safety and security of all Nigerians. In light of the ongoing atrocities perpetrated by herdsmen against farmers across Nigeria, urgent action is imperative. If the federal government fails to enact legislation to address these atrocities, each state must take decisive measures, regardless of their leaders' affiliations. Cattle farming should be confined to private spaces to prevent further destruction of crops and safeguard the lives of innocent farmers. The ruthless and merciless actions of these herdsmen cannot be tolerated any longer. Too many lives have been lost, too many families shattered by their senseless violence. In countless villages, stories abound of farmers being killed or kidnapped by these heartless perpetrators, often aided by gunmen. Enough is enough. The time for decisive action is now. It is incumbent upon the authorities to prioritize the safety and well-being of all citizens and to ensure that justice is served. The voices of the aggrieved must be heard, and concrete steps must be taken to put an end to the reign of terror inflicted by these merciless herdsmen. On Tuesday, according to reports, the federal government announced a significant increase ranging from 25% to 35% in the salary structures for various sectors, including police officers, armed forces, and public servants, effective from January 1, 2024. This decision, disclosed by the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, NSIC, through its head of press, Emmanuel Njoku, pertains to civil servants under 6 consolidated salary structures. The approved increase covers structures such as the Consolidated Public Service Salary Structure, Consolidated Research and Allied Institutions Salary Structure, Consolidated Police Salary Structure, Consolidated Paramilitary Salary Structure, Consolidated Intelligence Community Salary Structure, and Consolidated Armed Forces Salary Structure. Previously, sectors like tertiary education and health had received their increases under structures like the Consolidated University Academic Salary Structure and Consolidated Medical Salary Structure. Now, the remaining sectors are also benefiting from this salary raise. Njoku emphasized that the increase extends to pensioners on the defined benefit scheme, with increments ranging from 20 to 28%, effective from January 1, 2024, in accordance with constitutional provisions. Before 2024, there had been advocacy for a salary raise among Nigerian civil servants, with negotiations culminating in a compromise for increases ranging from 25 to 35%. This increase applies to federal civil servants under different consolidated salary structures. Meanwhile, Nigerian labor unions have been advocating for a significant increase in the minimum wage. While proposals varied, they argued that the current minimum wage, which expired in April 2024, is insufficient given rising inflation and the high cost of living. The timely implementation of this new law is crucial, and attention should be directed towards the private sector for minimum wage increment. Both the states and federal government must ensure compliance among employers to enforce this change effectively. The federal government announced on Tuesday its plan to grant a fully valid operating license to the Dangote Petroleum Refinery, with a capacity of 650,000 barrels per day. This declaration was made during the Stakeholders Consultation Forum on Midstream and Petroleum Host Community Development Trust Regulations held by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority in Abuja. Although a pre-commissioning license had been awarded to the $20 billion refinery, the NMDPRA clarified that a fully valid operating license would soon be issued to the Dangote refinery. Former President Muhammadu Buhari inaugurated the Dangote refinery in May 2023. While the facility has commenced the release of automotive gas oil, diesel, to the domestic market since April this year, premium motor spirit, petrol, is yet to be distributed. During the forum in Abuja on Tuesday, Farouk Ahmed, the chief executive of NMDPRA, assured industry players and stakeholders that the authority would promptly issue a fully valid operating license to the refinery. Ahmed, represented by Ogbugo Okoha, the executive director of distribution systems, storage, and retailing infrastructure, highlighted that currently, only 3 refineries possess valid licenses. He further disclosed that approximately 15 gas facilities across the country hold valid licenses, with more undergoing processing. Additionally, there are 1,199 downstream facilities with valid licenses, over 176 operators with gas import permits, 130 depots with valid licenses, and 69 coastal vessels holding valid licenses. Ahmed explained the inclusion of locations in the midstream and downstream arms of the oil sector as part of host communities, citing emissions and effluents as factors affecting them. The forum aimed to encourage stakeholders to share ideas and propose measures to enhance the NMDPRA's engagement with host communities in these sectors. As discussions ensue, hopes are high for a decrease in fuel and gas prices, especially considering the increasing prices of commodities without regulations by Nigerian producers, business personalities, and traders. With fuel and gas production taking place within Nigeria, expectations are that prices will decrease. Although recent increases in Dangote's cement prices raise concerns, the Nigeria price regulation should be looked into by the respective institutions responsible for its regulatory. Thanks for watching. Please encourage us by sharing, like, and the bell icon for notifications. Thanks you very much for doing so. God bless you. Stay tuned for our next updates. Bye for now.